Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that be linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Just before we touch on the transfer, some great games in the Euros yesterday. Well done to England. Off to a great start. 1-0 win over Croatia. Wow, that was a real relief. Raheem Sterling scoring the winning goal. Could he be on his way to Arsenal maybe this summer? Some of the rumours that have been saying. Not too sure. But listen, he got the all-important goal. And Arsenal, England off to a winning start in the tournament. So well done to England. And there was some really entertaining games yesterday. I enjoyed the game. Austria versus North Macedonia. That was an exciting game, 3-1. And then the Holland versus Ukraine game. How good was that? That was a brilliant game. 3-2 to Holland. And yeah, really entertaining stuff so far in the Euros. Get over onto the Don Robbie channel. We're doing a watch along to every single game. It's been absolutely brilliant having all the various different fans there. But more importantly, transfers. What's happening with all the transfers at the moment? The big one at the moment is still Granit Xhaka. What is happening with Xhaka? Are Arsenal going to be moving Xhaka out? Well, there's reports today that Arsenal have rejected a third bid from Roma. Roma have bid now for a third time for Granit Xhaka, but Arsenal saying that amount of money that they're offering is way too low. They want more money for Granit Xhaka. Remember, we paid £35 million for Xhaka, and Arsenal, they know they're not going to get anywhere near that, but they're looking to try and recoup as much money as possible. Obviously, that money's going to go on other targets that Arsenal are after. So a third bid rejected for Granit Xhaka. So still no move yet, definite for him to Roma. Still looks like it might happen, but Roma are going to have to come up with some more money if they're going to get this deal done. Martin Ødegaard, of course, of Real Madrid, had a good loan move at Arsenal last season. Now, there's reports today coming out of Spain that Real Madrid are actually talking to Martin Ødegaard about a contract extension. Now, if that goes through, that could be a bit of a blow to Arsenal, especially the fact that, there's reports that Arsenal looking to sign him. If they're looking to sign him and he signs a brand new contract, we presume that then that's dead in the water. No way will that happen. It could be that they're looking to sign him onto a new deal and then maybe he goes out on loan again. Hopefully, I think Mikel Arteta would be thinking to Arsenal. Or it could be just that, he turns that deal down and says, I don't want to do no more deals at Real Madrid where I'm just sitting around doing nothing or going out on loan here, there and everywhere. I want to leave. So it's going to be some interesting times ahead when it comes to Martin Ødegaard. I think, this is just my hunch on it, that Mikel Arteta, of all the targets out there who play in that sort of number 10 position, I think he'd love to get Ødegaard. He loves Ødegaard. And I think Ødegaard would be perfect for Arsenal as well. But if he signs this new deal, what does it say as far as Arsenal's concerned in getting him? It really does make chances slim unless it's possibly another loan move. And I really do think that Arsenal now need to start looking at someone who's going to come into that position permanently and, do the business. Yeah, it was all right to take a player from January. We know we needed somebody in that position. But going forward, we need someone that's going to be in there permanently, that we can build the team around that number 10. And Ødegaard would be perfect, but also going to have to stump up the money if they want to get it done. And if he signs a new deal, then I think that's dead in the water. Also looking at another target, a forward this time. Spoke about him a few days ago. Joaquin Correa. He plays for Lazio. This is Udinese on there. He plays for Lazio, right? He's 26. He's a forward. 11 goals in all competitions last season. He can sort of play as anywhere across that sort of front line. Can play out wide. Argentinian international. Arsenal now reportedly put a bid in of 70 million, a bit like the Granit Xhaka thing, isn't it? Put a bid in of 70 million pounds for him, for Joaquin Correa, but that's been rejected by Lazio. They want more money. So what we're doing to Roma Lazio were doing to us and say, no, you want to get this guy, you got to cough up more money. Lazio apparently looking upwards towards about £30 million for Joaquin Carrera. Arsenal, as I said, bid £17 million. That's according to reports coming out of Italy. So if that's true, let's see how that develops out. As I said, very good player, had a very good season last year at Lazio, but Lazio are saying, you want him, you got to come up with more money. Now, Scotland are going to be playing today, and all the best going out to Kieran Tierney. Let's hope he can put in a great performance in the Euros and stay injury-free. That has been one of his problems at Arsenal. We all know he's a brilliant, brilliant player. We all love him at Arsenal, but he gets injured a lot. We know that we need a backup left back, and Arsenal are actively out there looking. Now, this guy has come up today. His name is Borna Barisic, actually Croatian. There was a lot of expectation that he might play in the game yesterday against England. He didn't. He didn't actually figure in that game. But he had a very, very good season. Was one of the mainstays for Rangers last season in, of course, their title-winning season. He's 28, very experienced, reportedly available for around about 5 million, maybe a little bit more, and would represent a good backup left back to Kieran Tierney. Very experienced, as I said, a very experienced player. And that's a lot of the reports coming out of Scotland that Arsenal are interested in him. Not just Arsenal, Leeds apparently looking at him, Aston Villa, Wolves as well. And as I said, kind of would fit the bill perfectly. Very, very experienced player. I think, that's what I'd like to see as a backup. Somebody who comes in there who can hit the ground running if Kieran Tierney's out. Because, excuse me, with Kieran Tierney's injury record so far, I don't like to say it, but you could see him every season missing 5-6 games. And, if you've got a player that's going to miss a chunk of games, you don't really want a youngster coming in to fill out, it could be in some really, really important games. You want someone who's going to come in there who's got a lot of experience and can hit the ground running. So they're looking at this guy, Barisic. Let's see how that pans out. But another player linked for that sort of backup left back position. Now, this one is a very interesting one. We've spoken about him many times over the years. Philippe Coutinho, 29 now. Of course, still at Barcelona. He's had various different loans to Bayern, and it hasn't quite worked out for him. Reported fee that he's available for at the moment is only £17 million. Wow. Barcelona paid £105 million for him when they signed him from Liverpool. It hasn't worked out. As I said, he's been sent out on loan. He's just not been the mainstay even when he's gone out on loan. And now Barcelona are desperate to get him off their books. Barcelona reported £862 million in debt. Jeez. £862 million in debt they are. Now, could also move for Coutinho. There's been rumours linking him with a move to Leicester. There's been rumours of linking him with a move to Spurs. The talk is that Barcelona are sort of going around to a lot of clubs and saying, listen, do you want him? He's there. He's available. They want to get him off the wage bill. The reports are that they've offered him to Arsenal as well. Could Arsenal move for him? The other thing you got to factor in is that, he's just, missed most of last season. He had a knee injury and he was out for the bulk of last season as well. So is he the same Philippe Coutinho as well? But that's very, very cheap. If you could get him and, get him back into shape. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that maybe that would be a good move for Arsenal and that would represent a steal and somebody you can put into that number 10 position for a very, very cheap price? Or do you say to yourself, no, I don't care the fact that he costs 105 million. That was a few years ago. He's not the same player. He's had injuries. Not the same. Let's just move on and try and get somebody younger, Ødegaard or somebody like that. Going to be intriguing to see what happens with Philippe Coutinho because, as I said, Barcelona definitely hawking him out all over the place. But I'd love to hear from you guys today. Should Arsenal move for Coutinho. £17 million. Absolute steal. And as I said, and we've seen this before with many players, that they've had a tough time elsewhere, go somewhere, get their game back together again, and then they're absolutely amazing. Look at James Rodriguez last year at Everton, you know? Same sort of MO, really. You know what I mean? Been at Barca, been on loan to Bayern, and it really worked out. Comes to the Premier League and, you know, all right, maybe he didn't do it week in, week out, but he had some great moments in that Everton shirt. And, you know, all the Everton fans loved him. So Coutinho, going to be interesting to see what happens with him this summer. Let's see how that one works out. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, we'll be back this evening with AFTV News Daily, catching up on all of the news of the day, all the transfer news, any news around Arsenal, and of course, giving you a little update on how Tierney got on at the Euros today. Thanks for watching the show, and we'll be back tomorrow.